Welcome to Furniture Redesigned by MBM. Hey everyone, I'm in my backyard again and I'm working on a few projects, and these tables are one of them. As you can see, I did try to save the wood, but they're pretty scuffed up and there's some water damage here on the edge. Now I have started to sand it back and we're just gonna go from there because it's a bit rough. So I can't save the wood. I can also see on the top of the table like someone tried to save them and added a top coat. But I am just going to go ahead and sand it all the way back to the natural wood. Now I have to be really careful because this is a veneer and the veneer has a pattern design. I'm not going to touch the bottom of the table. I'm just going to leave it and polish it up a little later. So let's not waste any time. Let's go ahead and get started. I am back and we're ready to sand. I have my protective mask on to protect my lungs. And I also have some glasses on to protect my eyes. And we're ready to begin our sanding. So I have my sander, my orbital sander here, and I have a 180 grit sandpaper, and I'm starting with the 180 grit because I want to make sure that I don't sand under or below the veneer. I started out using my sander on the lowest sander, but since my grit is so high, I decided to go ahead and speed up the order. Since this finer grit is not cutting through, I adjusted my sandpaper to a 80 grit. So I'm going to the 80 grit, and this is getting it off a little bit faster. I just need to be careful not to blow through the veneer. So I got my first sand done with the 80 grit sandpaper, and the wood is looking absolutely fabulous. On the end tables, you can see the pattern is all different, and I've already used 120 grit sandpaper. I'm truly loving the decorative design of the wood. But now we're ready to go ahead and sand the cocktail table so we can see how it turns out. So let's get started with 120 grit on the cocktail table. And just like that, I'm done. I started with the 80 grit, moved to a 120, to a 180, and then to a 240. And now I'm ready to wipe away with a damp cloth all the dust. Good afternoon. It's another day, and what should have been a few minutes and a one-day project turned to two. And that's because I was facing a dilemma. I did not know what to do to the tops of these tables, so I did a short. And I asked for you all's help. And I guess what? I got mixed reviews. Some said stain it dark to match the rest of the wood. Others say leave it natural. So I asked my husband, and he thought I should just darken it a little bit. So I pulled out my wipe-on poly. Now, all of these wood textures are totally different. So what I want to do is show you guys these designs. So here's a little close-up of what they look like. So for that closer look at the wood, you can see that each table has a different design, and also the texture is quite different. So I'm just going to use my wipe-on poly and just bring out the natural grain of the wood. Now on this piece, I did blow through the veneer just a little bit, but I think it will be okay. So I'm going to go ahead and use my wipe-on poly in the satin finish, and I'm going to add 2 or 3 coats of it. Let's see how one coat takes first. I'm gonna let this dry for 2 hours, and we'll come back and see what they look like. So it's been about 2.5 hours, and now I'm ready to scuff sand with my 220 grit sandpaper. I do this to make sure that any debris that landed in it from outside, that I sand it back. I'm going to wipe everything back again and add that second coat of polyurethane. I kept my rag inside my glove when I took it off, and now I'm just going to take the glove, open it back up, put it on, and continue to add my polyurethane. And this is coat number 2. And I need to just make sure I get it wiped on. And once I get it wiped on, I'll take long, smooth strokes and smooth it out. I'm also going to wipe around the edges, and this is just to make sure that I don't have any drippage around the edge. I'm going to get this second coat of poly on my tables, add a third coat if need be, and we'll come back for the reveal. And here's a quick look at the before. And here are my tables after. They are complete and simply gorgeous. The backyard is the perfect backdrop for these beautiful, beautiful pieces. And they will go in any type of home decor. I did go ahead and add 3 coats of poly to the top of the table. It gave it a beautiful finish and brought out that warm, beautiful, beautiful wood. I didn't do anything to the base of the table except for wash it. I will add some furniture polish later. And here you can take a closer look at the top of the wood grains. Again, we're looking at 3 different patterns on the top of the tables. You can see here where I kind of blew through the veneer, but it's still simply stunning. Let me know if you would have done anything different. I'm happy that I let the natural colors shine through. So if you're out there watching and you're not a part of the Furniture Redesign family, now's the time to subscribe. And don't forget to turn on your notification bell so you'll know when I upload new videos. Let me say thank you all for watching. Have a wonderful, wonderful day. God bless. And I'll see you in my next video.